Good morning. It's 9:03 here in Central Texas. I got to go to church in 30 minutes. My wife needs to practice for an hour at church with the other worshipers, the other worship leaders, the worship leader and the worship team. And I'm going to visit with me fellow church members. Woke up with an angry headache and joint pain, and my wife jumping out of bed at 7:13 saying the F word a few times because her alarm didn't wake her up. I guess at 6 a.m. when she wanted to get up. I'm not really sure. But that got me right the hell out of bed, and I immediately went to the kitchen and started making breakfast. Once I got breakfast started, I went and took me a nice hot cold shower to help with the pain. Skin brushed and stuff. But I still want to stick my head in the water. In this water. Oh. I wasn't planning on eating today. Then I made breakfast and it was apparently too much for me boys. They couldn't eat it all. So I ate their leftovers. Now I got a full belly. And I don't think I'm going to eat again for the rest of the day. And I'm thinking that I want to fast from the rest of this day for the next 21 days until the 30th of this month. That's what I'm thinking. We don't got any money anyways. We're on the dark side of broke, which is still being able to pay bills and only having $50 for groceries per week for the next 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Unless I can do something better than working a day labor job making $11 an hour. So that, because there's going to be some downtime between training and before training to become an insurance agent and training as an insurance agent. There's going to be a gap. So I got to fill that gap. And I'm still working on the best way to do that. And hopefully it's going to be by giving free massages and accepting donations if people care to. I'm out of school now, so I'm pretty sure I can do that. Of course, I haven't checked. All my ice nearly melted. All nearly melted. I've got like a few big bits in here, and that's it. I thought I would grow some ice, and I didn't grow any ice last night, despite having 7.5 gallons of ice in here. Apparently, it took that much just to get it down a few degrees. Because it was at what, 42? Was it 42 when I left, and now it's at 40. It takes a lot to get a tank down to 32 degrees. That's what, as I'm measuring it, that's what I'm realizing. I don't think since I've done this, I've had this thing at 32 degrees. Well, maybe when I did straight ice, because I've done straight ice, 80 bags of ice. Or 80 pounds of ice plus the ice that was in there, like when it first fresh. But that might, because it was fresh water too, which was at like probably 70 degrees, and so that might have just got it down to like 50 degrees. There's some math you can do that I did it once and I've forgotten it now, to calculate ice to water ratio and how what the ice will bring the water temperature down to. I ate too fast. I tried to eat slow, but I ate too fast. I'd like to turn this into something that people actually want to watch and enjoy watching. Make it kind of a show. That's not really the intent of it. But as I get my life sorted out, I'll be doing me journaling, probably more personal and less live. And I'll be sharing the things that help me grow live so that you can see it. Because I consider this live because I don't edit it. And it's not like I have like 1,000 subscribers before I can do live. But once I get 1,000 subscribers, these will be live videos. Because it just seems easier that way. And I'll transition from the ice chest. It'll be wee early in the morning. So most of you won't even be awake live. It'll be around the world that'll be watching live. And I'll go from this and working out. And I'll be doing my daily meditations. And it'll all just be live. And you can see my morning routine every morning live. That's what I think I'm going to be doing with this. That way you can see what it takes to be the kind of person who's going to change the world. And I say, I'm the kind of person who's going to change the world. And I've got no proof of it. But the visions are here. And it takes the daily practice to make it reality. So I'm going to show the daily practice. And we'll see if that daily practice makes the visions reality. And the proof is going to be in the pudding. Because our actions do matter. And so do the consequences of our actions. Because they show us it's the manifestations of our heart, I really ought to be at least putting my hands. That's what I ought to do. Because I do like to talk a wee bit first thing. So I should just put my hands in here first thing and get acclimated to that. Because they're the thing that hurts the most on me besides my head bone. And I really, really don't like sticking my whole body in here. It's freaking frigid, man. It's cold. I'm not sure what 32 degrees is going to feel like, but man. Is it going to be colder than this? Is it going to be more? Samawata husa. Hina. In the moment, it doesn't feel the greatest. But it's just a moment. And the moment passes. That's what you got to realize. The moment passes. And when you're through that moment, it feels better after. So you go through a little bit of suffering. And it's painful. And I don't like it. And whine and complain and blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. Just think of the good things you got going on for you in that suffering. That'll help you deal with the suffering better. So you don't get overwhelmed by it. Okay? And then once you're through the suffering, once you're through that pain, that heartache, you get through it, you shake it off. And shake it off well, yeah. You need to shake it off. Well, you'll be stronger. You'll feel better. Because you've worked through something challenging. You're a new kind of person now. You've been through something hard. And you came through it. And you improved through it and things got better, Well, now you're a new kind of you who can go through that kind of suffering and come out better. That's pretty powerful. You want that in your life. So I'm going to stick my head in now and then maybe I'll do the rest of it. Man, from sitting in here last night, I was chilly, cold even, going to bed. I feel like I slept pretty good. Took me just a little bit to fall asleep. I was having calming my head. I did some meditations before I came out here. No, after. Yeah, after I did 15 minutes of box breathing, just 4 count, and that helped clear my brain a little bit. So I wasn't thinking so much before I went to bed. So I highly recommend before you go to bed, 15 minutes, 4 count box breathing. There's an app called Box Breathing by a wonderful dude. He was a Navy SEAL. Wrote a book, Kokora Yoga. Kokora. C-O? C-O-C. No, K-O. K-O. The K-A-K-O? R-O? Oh, I'm not sure on the spelling there, but Kokora Yoga. You get it something similar, and your search engine will pull it up. Don't use Google, though. Stop using Google. Google's evil now. You don't want to participate in evil because that makes you a participator in the evil, which makes you culpable to it. And you don't want to be culpable to their evil because you don't know how far their evil goes. Same for Walmart and all the other corporations. All the pharmaceutical. All of the... well, we'll just say the Monsanto types, Don't be culpable to their evil by participating with it, because that means that you approve of it. That's not good. You don't want to approve the abuse of employees. By abuse, I mean the overworking and underpaying. I mean, at least they have jobs and all, but it doesn't make them jobs that are good for them. Just cogs in a machine. You don't want to be a cog in a machine. That's not a good feeling. Especially when you're not being rewarded for how good you are at being that cog. Maybe you're good at being that right cog for that machine, and maybe that machine's important. And if that's the case, and you're recognized for being such a good daggum cog, then maybe that's alright. Maybe that's alright. But if you're just expected to be a good cog, and told what to do, and you do it right like a good cog, and you keep on spinning like a good cog, and no one shows you any care or difference unless you're not being a good cog. And then they say, hey, straighten up, cog! Quit being a bad cog! Be a good cog! And then you be a good cog, and that's all there is. There's nothing else to it. That just doesn't sound very nice. It sounds like a wee bit of hell. I'd like to be the kind of person who can create companies and corporations that foster an environment of growth and health, of peace and love for those who work there. And they want to work there because the companies I create are designed to change the world for the better. That's their sole purpose, is to make the world a better place. And maybe there's a wee bit of profit, but there wouldn't be much. I'd have other income streams, personally, so the most of the profit involved would be profit to pay the employees, pay those who work there, a good wage, and to invest into the company so that it never goes bankrupt and has room to grow and manifest new ideas without having to need money from an outside source. So it'd be run by the employees for the benefit of the employees who are making the world a better place through their efforts inside that entity, so that everyone has a chance to become what they've always wanted to be, which is a servant to the people, so that everyone can rise up together and be something beautiful. Hey, we got, hey! Can you not walk in here and stare at me with that evil look?
We have to leave in 10 minutes. Nobody's dressed. I didn't know that you walked
It's 17 minutes, isn't it?
No, it's 10 minutes. We need to leave at 9:30.
Okay, you've been inside this entire time. What do you, I've been cooking and cleaning.
I didn't know you left. I didn't know I needed to be directing the kids. You didn't know you left. You didn't let me know.
You said you'd be ready at 9.
Well, I wasn't, because I had to take care of the baby. And I clearly wasn't ready at 9.
I didn't know that. I wasn't monitoring your progress.
You what?
I wasn't monitoring your I wasn't looking at you and saying, hey, are you ready, Lainey? You said you'd be ready at 9. I expect you to be ready at 9.
Okay, well, I wasn't ready at 9. And I didn't know you left. And now nobody's dressed, and we have to leave in 9.
So you're out here yelling at me when you could be telling the kids to get dressed.
They are getting dressed now.
Then what the hell's the problem? Holy frickin' mackerel, man. I'm the problem, apparently, huh? Fudge muffins. Alright, fuck it. Ah! Well, as you can tell, I'm needed elsewhere. I knew I didn't have long here, but I thought I had a wee bit longer than that before I was going to be getting yelled at for fudge sakes. He's annoyed by my accent sometimes. Like, why are you going to talk like that? Because I daggum enjoy it, that's why. It's a fun bit of an accent. I mean, it's not my accent. I didn't learn it. Well, I did learn it as a kid, really. That's when I started using it. I didn't learn it from like a native speaker, but I mimicked what I heard on TV. Braveheart made a big impression on me as a child. I don't know if they were all native speakers, but their words, they stuck with me. I'm learning that I'm a pretty good mimic. Didn't realize that about myself, and I'm trying to get better at it. And why not? There's good money in mimicry, you know. And I'd like to be able to provide for my family and give back to the community and make a difference in the world. And, well, money helps with that. It's been 17 minutes, not 13 minutes. That's a difference, huh? May the road rise to meet you. And the wind blow cool on your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and the rains they fall soft on your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hands. God bless you, my friends, and may you have a beautiful day.